Are we going?
Oh, we're going? We're rolling.
Welcome to the world's okayest podcast.
AKA
Scissors or sisters. We do hair, so hence the scissoring.
I feel like people think we're very unfriendly. Is it our faces?
Books,
Movies.
hair,
Dudes.
songs,
Kids.
mom stuff.
This is what it's like to spend a day with us.
This is us.
All day. We're just raw dogging this thing.
I had a warrant out for my arrest.
I can't. You just called me a meth addict.
Suck my anxiety out of my body.
A 1, 2.
A testing 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear me?
I think we're good.
We're good?
Good.
My face look ugly? Did you already say no?
No, looks like a face. Oh my god.
I touched my mic. Test me. Test me again.
Test me. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing.
You know, so we talked about our most favorite book of all time was Manacled.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say your least favorite book of all time was? That little gem right there?
I'm about to piss off all of book talk.
So listen though. We've
Get it
picked
away.
this for book club because
It was my pick, too.
the theme of that book club was,
I don't remember.
It was a book you found on Book Talk. That was the theme.
Okay. I vaguely remember
The
that.
moment you threw out pucking around because it's hockey, I was like, I ain't reading that. Like the title alone sounds like a no from me.
It should have been a no.
Or was it a why choose?
Ooh, I think it was pick a why choose. It wasn't a book talk
I
book.
think it was too.
I did get this
From Book
off
Talk.
Book Talk.
Yes.
And honestly, it's the first time I felt lied to.
Yeah.
From Book
So, it's a why choose. Which if
Oh,
people,
let me see it.
Yeah, if people don't know what a why
I still
choose
have my spot
is-
mark. And yeah, I dog your pages. Bite me. This is how far I made it before I was like,
which is pretty far.
Well, I'm done.
You gave it a good. You gave it a good effort.
do you want to hear the funniest story of all from this book?
Yeah.
My husband read the whole thing. Cole finished that baby.
I do remember because I had to ask him, like, you read it, like I need to know how it ends, and but let's back up.
Okay,
So
backing
why
it up.
choose is a girl, I guess, or a guy.
Where they don't choose.
with a bunch of different people, and
peeps.
it's like, why choose one when you can
when
have
you
them
can
all?
have them all.
But
I can tell you why,
whole-
'cause it's gross.
The whole
Not a why choose girl.
Read me either. I don't like it. I'm not into that.
Oh,
So to drive it home of Cole reading it, I'm gonna tell you some
trigger warnings.
trigger warnings that was included in this
Also,
book.
let me just preface this by saying I had to Google some of these trigger warnings because
So
I
did
didn't
I.
know. I'm probably on like the FBI's wanted list for the
Same.
things I Googled to find out what some of these trigger warnings were. Go for
Yeah.
it. Read
Okay.
us a trigger warning.
Let me find some
Okay.
content warnings. Distressing to readers. Yup. Vicious bullying. Okay.
I'm okay with that one.
Brief mention of a family member's attempt to unalive.
Whatevs.
Okay.
Not triggered yet.
Substance abuse.
Nah.
Fine. Rehab.
Nah.
Okay.
Get to the
Eating
good
disorder.
ones. Eating disorder.
This book contains detailed 2, 3, and 4-person sex scenes that include elements
Do it.
of
Say it.
impact play,
What's that?
choking, voyeurism, bondage, double penetration, toy use, snowballing,
Don't know. That's one I had to look up.
spit play,
I had to look up what spit play was.
which is not what I thought it was.
It wasn't what I thought it was either.
I'm not going to say
I
because
mean,
I
Google
can't.
it.
Yeah,
You can Google it yourself.
Google it because it's not like spit kink. It's
No,
not
it's
that.
not like
I mean, it
is,
is, but
not with spittle.
spit. Right.
Yeah.
And a breeding kink.
I don't get the whole breeding kink. It's not my cup of tea, but apparently it's like a big thing for some people. Yeah, I DNF'd this.
So did I.
I couldn't do it. I thought I'm
was
so
awful.
sorry to anyone who because there is a whole group that they are up with this book. But I'm like, one, she was insufferable as a
Main character.
girl. Yes.
She really was.
She was
Well, it was like she was two different people.
Yes.
Like her normal physical therapy self, and then
Yeah, and I
Just
really,
a
really
freak.
got annoyed when when they threw in the whole she's a rock star's washed up daughter, and
yeah,
she
forgot about
but
that.
she is victimized by it all. My life, I was so famous because my dad and and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Also, the men in the book were not doing it for me. I just couldn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it
this one
wasn't.
just wasn't for us.
Nope.
And I love some good spice, but this took it too far for even I think it's the why choose thing. I've read books that are some why choose in the midst, but in the end they do choose.
Yeah. That's what I need to.
But this was just
Why choose ever?
ridiculous. Yeah, and everybody was with everybody,
And everybody was okay
was-
with it.
Yeah,
Because she's like, just everybody move in.
everybody love everybody.
all the time.
I don't know.
I
It
know.
just didn't hit home. This one missed the mark for me. It wasn't good.
No.
I don't think any of us finished it.
Except Cole.
Except my husband, who also sat there in the court, this was his face the whole time, and then he would be like, "What the f do you guys read?"
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "Well, not that," because
Yeah.
we all tossed that baby right out. It
Right.
wasn't good. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
And there's a whole universe around this. There are several other books, but one, I'm not into the hockey thing.
No.
I don't know why. I know
Not
there's
really into any of the
sports. I do want to read that one. I forgot who wrote it. It's called Say You Swear. It's a football one.
Yeah.
And I do have that. That's the one I looked for forever. Every time I went to Target, I was like, ooh, do they have this book? And they never did. Target let me down every time. You got Credence on your shelf, but you don't have this one. I don't know. But I finally got it off Amazon. But I will read that. Football thing I can do. But yeah, hockey it's not my jam.
No. It was awful. It was the worst book ever.
We just canceled ourselves.
Well,
But it is the truth. Science.
I did not enjoy.
I didn't enjoy it either. It was no.
Yeah.
So
and
anyways.
the whole breeding fetish.
I can't. That's one kink. I literally don't understand. I don't mind it in books when it's not a fetish, when they're just like, "Ooh, I want you to have babies with me," and I'm like, "Yay, have a baby." But when the breeding kink,
Well, I had to Google that before the book.
me too, because it's not actually having a baby. It's
it's
the Russian roulette game of you could.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this,
Well-
and it might happen. It's weird. It's a weird
so
kink.
we know a girl.
We know a guy. I know a guy.
I know a guy that knows a guy. We know a girl that was on her very first date with a guy.
Yeah.
And
No.
he announced that he had a breeding fetish.
Red flag.
Yeah. I believe she was texting me as it was happening. And she's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
What even
Go to
is
the
that?
bathroom, but leave.
Yeah, she couldn't get rid of him. She was like, okay, I'm going to go get groceries
Well,
now. And
I'm
he
gonna
was like,
go.
I'll go too. And she's like, nah, I'm good. But yeah, I'd say all the time, thank God, me and Ramsey found each other when we did, because I can't imagine
being in today's dating world.
Yeah.
I cannot
I
either.
would be a cat lady or just a lady by myself because I don't even really want cats.
I'm like, I would die. Well, one, like, I've never actually dated.
It's true.
Like, as an adult. So I have no, like.
I mean, I have minimal experience because I also got married at 18 and then was married for 7 years. So let's see, how old would that have made me? Like,
You were like 26.
I was going to say. So I was like, lots of people were dating at my age at that time. Like that was still pretty young to be dating, but I was like, I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do with my
Yeah,
hands.
I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, no.
This is weird. And
I dated my husband in high school.
Yeah.
When you were high school dating.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't actually like an adult going out into the
whole
world.
like dating app or where do you meet people or
Ew, I would never meet anyone. I don't even come into contact with that many people of the opposite sex.
And like
to like
the ick. Like it's hard to,
and everybody's a Fruit Loop.
Yeah.
They're all crazy.
It's hard to like find someone and not be like, well, that's a red flag or you're psycho.
Yeah, and I lucked out with Cole, but I'm just naturally drawn to the red flags.
Well, aren't we
Minus
all?
a breeding kink. That one is
or
a real
or spitballing. Wait, spit play?
Snowballing?
Snowballing. What was that even?
I don't know. I forgot. You're going to Google it?
I am. Will I read it aloud? Probably
Maybe.
not. Let's see what the
Read it.
old
Read it.
Urban Dictionary has to say about it.
Snowballing.
That's not right.
It's where you... I'm trying to think because I Googled it before. I mean, I had to Google several things.
I'm going to tell you in a second.
Okay.
All right.
Got it?
I'm working on it.
2 hours later.
I'm not reading this.
Let me read it. I'll read it. I will be brief and leave the rest to your... Oh.
You still want to read it?
I'm going to read it.
Go ahead.
Is this going to get...
It's disgusting.
When you have your partner's sexual fluids in your mouth and exchange them with your partner while kissing.
Does this need like a rating?
That's a snowball.
Does this need a
How
like
is that a
rating
snowball?
warning? I don't know. Let's.
Trigger warning.
Oh my God.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
People do some weird stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. No, I'll just.
I mean, I'm okay with some weird stuff in books, but this was. Nah. This is a nah for me. Anywho, what were we talking about?
Dating. Scary.
Oh,
Scary
yeah.
dating. Yeah, I just would be alone because.
Yeah, and all these like 35. I mean, you do Snapchat, but.
Yeah.
But all the like 35-year-old dudes that are like, give me your Snapchat. I'm like, I don't have a Snapchat. It's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to do it. And yes, I would end up with a psychopath because I don't know what's wrong with me.
I would just be alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would be
'cause
alone
the first
together.
time they said something weird or gross or be like, nah, I'm too old for that.
I am too old for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, gross. And the guys in there, like, I think I said this earlier, but like, I did not like any of them. Like, not a single. Was it the goalie? He was okay because he was like the big burly like goalie dude that was kind of like mysterious. But still, I wasn't feeling
so
it.
if you want to be appalled or, I mean, maybe it's your thing.
It's for some people, or it wouldn't be so popular.
Right.
It's
It is
just-
very popular.
It is,
But
and
not
I'm
for me.
shocked. And honestly, I didn't think it was well written either. Like, it wasn't, to me, like compared to other books we've read,
Yeah.
this one was kind of like all over the place for me. And I didn't even finish it. And I was still like, this is kind of.
Yeah. Like, I guess if someone wants to, well, I guess someone did write a Taylor Travis book, right? Like
What?
sports, like sports.
Oh, like a
I would
say.
maybe, yeah.
That's
I'd
why I
maybe
kind of want to
that.
read the football
Yeah.
thing. Speaking of, did you see Jason Kelsey officially retired?
I did because
That's sad. That's
I
sad. I'm not even
know.
like a football girl, but
I'm
like
not
I
either.
love
I
them
don't-
though.
Me too.
And Taylor and Travis.
Yeah, Allie texted me the other day and was like, Taylor and Travis broke up. And I was like,
No.
what? And so I Googled it because, you know, I'm invested.
I am too. Can you believe the amount of people who are so worked up about them together?
Yes, I
it's
can.
insane.
Yeah, people
the hate
are-
they're getting over
Like,
it.
I mean, is it any different people that are worked up over it? Yes, I feel like it is because I'm like, is it any different with people being worked up over it versus us being invested over it? Are those things different? Yes,
Well,
they
I
are.
mean, they are
because
because
they're out there like
just being
using all
piss
this
pants
energy,
and- yeah.
being mad about
I
it.
hate Taylor and Travis.
Yeah.
There's so many. They showed her all this time on the football game. I
Yeah.
can't even watch the football.
15 seconds. it
25
showed her.
seconds. I just want to watch football. The NFL's just cashing in.
Yeah, well,
It's all
I
scripted,
was gonna
though,
say
anyways.
It's scripted. So it's no
We're
different.
on the Truman Show.
It's it's no
You know?
different than you know,
So
like
dumb.
WWE at this point.
Really,
So-
it is. WWE is real.
But no, I had to Google it, and they're like, all these people have come to the conclusion that they're broke up because he was only at one night of her show instead
which
of
is
two.
so dumb. Like,
Yeah, I don't.
I don't either. But I hope, like, I want them to work so bad. Mm-hmm. I will be sad.
I know.
Like, legitimately heartbroken. Like,
too.
I'm so happy for both of them.
know, I
like,
love them
and I
both.
love watching them together. And she finally got like a real dude. Like,
Yeah.
not.
one that can handle her stardom and
Yeah,
fame and
I was on a TikTok the other day too. Do you know she's like 5'11"?
she's tall.
Holy
yes.
moly.
That's
That's
why they're
crazy.
like she needs a tall guy.
Yeah,
like
toss her around a little bit. I
do
saw
some impact play.
I saw one TikTok and the lady was like, "We all know why Taylor Swift likes Travis Kelsey," and it was like, "'Cause she's finally getting a real piece."
Oh my god.
But it's true.
But
like, how do
probably.
you go from Harry Styles to? Can you imagine the difference?
No, but
Like he
who
probably
else?
sat and sang her a song before. Like
that's sweet.
It's not. It's disgusting. If a guy was like, "I'm gonna sing you a song," I secondhand embarrassed. I'd be like, "Please
Yeah.
don't."
Would you rather him sing "Blame It All on My Roots"?
I mean,
I
that was funny, but I felt. Well, it wasn't that. It was when he did the Viva Las Vegas,
Yeah.
and
So I've come
every
to the
girl felt her
conclusion from
embarrassment.
like all this like watching of the things right now is I sing like Travis Kelsey and I dance like Post Malone. Like that is
I
me
love Post
in a
Malone.
nutshell.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like we are kind of them in their podcast. Only they're probably funnier, and people give a shit
Probably.
what they say, and
Yeah.
nobody listens to us.
Right.
But
yeah, that's okay.
I do like. I love them
I know.
together.
Me too.
Also, I forgot what I was going to say. Shit. But yeah, I think everybody's just jelly
I agree.
of them. I love them.
I don't know. I think the people that are mad like maybe need to
Get a hobby.
look within.
Yeah.
Go to some
Why are you so
counseling.
mad?
Like what has got you so upset?
You know who else I love? Kylie, Jason's wife.
Oh, I'm like Jenner.
No, who?
I don't know.
I don't know any Kylie Jenners. No.
Yeah, I like her too.
She's like my favorite. Like, and her and Jason, like,
Yeah.
they're like just like they seem like you could just go to like a barbecue and be like, "What's up, dude?"
Yeah, I'm pretty
And they
sure.
would just
like
chill
they
with
really
you.
remind me of like me and Ramsey.
Yes, for sure.
Cause like
For sure.
I don't know. I'm over here like yeah, I'm fine. Like I don't need to talk to anyone or really hang out with anyone.
she's
and
like-
he's running around Branson
Yes.
in a backpack and underwear
Yes.
only. Not
You are-
recently, but
Yesterday,
like back
though.
in the day for sure.
Yes.
Like,
And you're like, well, I'm going home and going to bed because we have children. Have a nice time.
yeah, and everyone's like, "That's yours."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
My husband is not like that as much. He is much more reserved. It's usually me that he's like, I don't know her.
Because again, me and Cole,
Me and Ramsey.
yeah, it's a weird
It
deal.
is a weird combo.
Yeah,
How we are so much. Yeah.
I don't know.
I am the embarrassment.
Yeah. So what else? What else have you seen on, like, the things I'm not on?
Oh,
like
well,
TikTok
Kristen
or-
Cavallari's robbing the cradle.
Who? Who's that? What's
You
she
know,
in?
you just randomly just show the age gap for the world, and it just sent like a knife to the heart. She was in
I know that
Laguna
name.
Beach, and then
I've
the
never
Hills.
watched either of those
That was
shows.
my era. Laguna Beach was my time. You were having a baby or something.
What is her name?
Kristen Cavallari, which I'm not up with all this stuff, but apparently there's like a TikTok of dudes called the Montana Boys, and they're very young.
No idea who this person is.
Let me see.
This girl?
Yes.
Yeah, I
She's
know.
from Laguna Beach. I actually
you
really
can
like
keep
her a lot,
saying
but
that.
she is like, I
Okay,
think
so
she's like
who's
37, and she's dating a like 24-year-old boy. She was married to some athlete. I mean, I'm not up on her like life. Like I
Right.
don't like it that. I don't care that much. It's just
speaking
I
of-
just see people riled up on
Yeah,
TikTok
because she's
about
Cradle
it
Robin.
because he's young and she's
Well,
not.
I asked you the other day, like, I think I'm the opposite of a cradle robber, like, and
I think they call that
a grave robber,
grave robber,
grave digger.
grave.
That's me,
Yeah.
and
You know what?
I can't help it.
I know. Well, that's why. You know what's weird though? Like when you're a teenager and you're looking at teenage boys, and I can remember being like, I will never think like old people are. And now that I am in my
Skin,
30s,
old balls,
Now that I'm
gross.
in my 30s, I'm like, I don't want to say this out loud. I look at men like my dad's age, and I'm like, don't even start. You like Bruce Willis.
Why did you have to say your dad though?
Well, because I have a young dad. I really do. He's only
Okay,
like
so, yeah.
54 or something.
Here's my like Bruce Willis.
Ooh. Sorry.
Love him.
I just can't get on the Bruce Willis bandwagon.
Anthony Kiedis. He is
Gag
like
me.
59.
Gag a maggot. I cannot. Like,
What if you just
even
look at
when,
him from
even
like
in his
neck to
no.
waist?
Anthony Kiedis was never it for me. Even when he was in his like glory days, when in like the early 90s,
He was the epitome of the 90s with the like tribal tattoos and the long hair and the chip tooth and the band and
like Lloyd Christmas.
well, you know.
I don't know. I just he
And,
is not
well,
it for me.
My current
Fixation.
obsession of old men is
Spill it.
So I'm like I just finished Cobra Kai for like the third or fourth time, and it's Johnny Lawrence. What is wrong with me?
You're old. They're old. We're
He's
all old.
like 60, like 50 something, and I am like, let's hang out.
Super.
Like if I wasn't married, but
Mine
I mean I
currently,
am. So.
if we're talking just old guys,
Older, yeah.
is I forgot his real name in real life, but it's Negan. I am not a Walking Dead fan. I do not
Okay,
like The
so
Walking Dead, but Cole watches
Finished
it.
Cobra Kai and started Supernatural, and I'm only in season 2.
Jeffrey
so
Dean
like,
Morgan,
yes,
that's his name.
Love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate all of The Walking Dead. Don't get the fandom. Can't get into it. But
I've never tried.
I did. Like Cole has watched it. My dad loves it, and
Mm-hmm.
I've tried. It's just zombies aren't my thing. But the Negan seasons, I was bad guy, villain. But he's not a bad guy in the end. He turns out
I
to
mean,
be.
Johnny Lawrence, he was the bad guy
Yeah,
too,
I
like
know,
Karate
but,
Kid. But yeah,
dang.
I am like watching Karate Kid, and I'm like, oh, I love Johnny Lawrence. And I'm like, wait, he's like 18, 19 here, and I wasn't born yet.
That's how I feel about Judd Nelson. which I said the
Love
other
it.
time.
Love it.
Who's your like not old one right now? Like who's your hall pass? Do we have hall passes? I mean, that's just a term of whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't actually do it.
I don't. You wouldn't actually do it. That's funny. I don't know.
Really?
I watch way too many movies and
I
shows, and
know.
I have so many fixations that I can't have one hall pass. Like,
Well, spit out a couple. If I went to Ramsey and I was like, who would Krystal like you for? Who would he say?
let me think what he would think.
I already know.
Dean? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jensen Ackles.
He's probably in the top
5.
3 to 5
Yeah,
at least.
for sure.
Yeah.
Do you know mine?
Damon. No?
I mean, he's up there, but
Yeah,
he's not
he's
my
also
Uno.
in the top
But
3
if
to
you
5.
asked my husband, he could tell you like that.
Oh,
This is-
Charlie Hunnam. No?
You're
Still
a
no?
horrible friend. No.
Well, he got all butthurt because you were liking all the Charlie Hunnam things
oh yeah,
back
that
in the
was
day
like
on
10 years ago.
Facebook.
I mean,
Who is it?
Jason Momoa.
Oh, yeah.
He could possibly crush my whole body.
Is that why you like it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like this episode should have a rating on it, like
Trigger warning.
18 and up.
Maybe. You're
Yeah,
probably right.
with
We'll have
the-
Ramsey do that.
Yeah.
Who is the most overrated, like hyped up dude that we think is gross?
I have a lot of dudes
I have a
I
lot.
find gross that other women don't.
Same. That's
Morgan
what I'm saying.
Wallen.
Oh, that would be me.
What's
she's
the other
talking
country
about.
singer with the teeth?
I think they all have teeth.
Yeah, but this one has like
A grill?
chiclet teeth.
Luke Bryan?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Sick.
Yeah, gag. No, I can't do it. He's not. None of the tight jeans, the bad dancing, the crappy singing.
the things that come.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Sunburn, I don't know.
No,
I can't.
don't start.
I know. I don't like Luke Bryan either.
Let's see who else is overrated. Where were you going with that? What were you thinking?
Well, what's the meth guy that you guys like? I'm going to throw you under the bus. I'm going to do it.
He's not on meth. It's Pete Davidson. Tasha's coming for you.
I don't care. Come
So
for me. I
also,
will.
funny story.
Whoa.
We randomly will
understand.
have movie nights. We have to schedule our movie nights with the teenagers because they're so busy.
Yeah,
But
being
we
teenagers.
decided to watch Armageddon because neither of them had seen it, and Bruce Willis, like the top highlight of Bruce Willis besides like Die Hard.
Yeah.
But it showed, what's that dude's name that's all methed out looking, and the actor, and it's the teeth and the eyes, and
You're describing a human, so I
Yeah.
can't help you out. And it's been 900 years since I've seen Armageddon.
I know
'cause
you know who
I
I'm
cry.
talking about though. Steve Buscemi.
Oh, God.
Allie
yes.
and Cash both were like, he looks like Pete Davidson, and I was like,
Yes. I agree with
Ouch.
Allie Cash. Pete Davidson
I love
is
Pete Davidson.
He
Hey,
is
he's
not
got
attractive.
something because look at his girlfriends. He's got a nice, pretty track record of
I
girlfriends.
can tell you what he has.
Stop it. Again.
I mean, I
18
don't
and
know
up.
that.
18 and up.
I don't know that. He is just that. So I don't find him attractive in the least.
I do,
It's-
but I mean, I think it's a lot of his like personality too.
I mean, yes, I feel that way about Ed Sheeran. I have an Ed Sheeran thing, and
He
he's
just reminds me-
unconventionally unattractive.
He just
but
reminds
like,
me of a toddler. I can't. I don't.
I mean, I get the reference.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
frick.
I don't.
That's hilarious.
Nope.
He,
I don't
I mean,
have
he
nothing for
reminds
Ed
me
Sheeran.
of. My phone's ringing. I gotta make sure it's not the school. It's not. It's my grandma.
Oh, good.
Sorry, Grandma. You'll have to hold it.
Grandma, don't watch this.
Oh yeah. Hope she's not watching. She's picking up Crosby today, so it's probably like I don't
Yeah.
know. I'll have to talk to her in a minute. Adam Driver is another one.
Who dat?
He's who played Kylo Ren in the something. I'm not a Star Wars buff, but
Oh yeah,
I
me either. That's why I'm.
I don't get the hype. Harry Styles. Sorry, Jen.
Now you got Jen and Tasha coming for you. I see it with Harry Styles. I mean, he's not in my 3 to 5 range, but
I can't.
No, I mean, he's cute, but
I think when he was younger, he was cuter than he is now. Like,
well,
I feel like I gravitate towards like manly men.
like Jason Momoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't get behind like little, which is stupid because I'm so. But like, if you are short,
Yeah, you can't be short.
No, it's weird.
No. Well, like while we're on the subject of hating each other's people, what's your problem with Eminem?
That's what we're doing today. We're just pissing people off.
Yeah.
I
mean, I want to know. I know that you don't like him, but I'm like, what is it?
I don't not like him. I just don't
like his
enjoy the
music.
music. Like, I think
None of it?
No, not none of it. I like some of his songs. I'm just not a huge Eminem fan. Like, when I'm driving in my car, I'm never like, I'm going to listen to me some Eminem. No, I think I was kind of like, you would have been a teenager when he was like.
Oh, and you were too young.
I was a little young. Like, he was someone my mom was like, you're not listening to
this
that.
is not
That's
allowed
disgusting.
in this house.
All while buying me a Nelly CD.
I was going to say, but were you listening to Marilyn Manson?
No, I didn't listen to Marilyn Manson.
I did.
I'm sure you did, you freak. You also dated a guy that slept in a coffin.
He did not sleep in a coffin.
Or did
Trying
he?
to think how that even got started.
I don't know, but
I dated a guy in school that he
slept in a coffin.
He was new.
He was a vampire.
Like, gotta snatch that up because you know how the new kids are at school.
Oh yeah, like Stefan.
Yeah, yes, but yeah, somehow he was a goth kid.
Slept in a coffin.
No,
did you sleep in a coffin with him?
No. I'm pretty sure it was a mattress on the floor.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, well,
in the trap house.
No.
No, I don't hate Eminem.
You just don't like his music.
I just don't love Eminem.
Do you find Eminem attractive?
New Eminem?
I was gonna say blonde Eminem or dark Eminem.
Dark or blonde haired like early 2000s Eminem. God no. Like that is, it's a blonde one. I don't do blondes except for the handful that I do.
Right.
But like, no, that was just, it's not attractive to me. But I saw a video. I almost sent it to you the other day.
The adult dad.
He's like dark headed and he's got the big old scruffy beard. And I was like, oh.
I don't think he's tall though.
No.
Probably not.
You don't have to be tall when you're Eminem, though.
That's true.
So
because
you're Eminem. You're Marshall Mathers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I was just a little bit young. Like
That
my
makes
mom
sense.
was very like
anti-Eminem.
this music is garbage.
All the moms were anti-Eminem.
I know. I was just still young enough, and that in that era we were buying CDs, and if they had a parental warning, you had to have an 18-year-old buy it for you. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't just, like, there was no downloading or listen. Like, there was no YouTube and stuff.
That's true. The downloading didn't come till...
I was in high school, I think, when, like, the
LimeWire
it was
age
before
happened.
I
I went to South Carolina. And so, I still have all those burnt CDs.
I did.
Because it's fun because, like, they'll play and then one song just won't be there.
You want to hear a fun story? And I don't care to share this at this point because we don't have anything to do with these people much anymore. But... if you know me at all, like Chelsea can attest, I was such a music buff in high school. Mm-hmm. Like, had trillions of burned CDs. Like, spent my nights at home downloading a whole CD of illegal music.
Yeah.
And I had, like, one of the CD cases that were, like, this thick. Mm-hmm. Like, we took special trips so I could go to CD Warehouse in Springfield and, like, pick through. So me and Cole were dating at the time, and I carted my whole case of CDs around like a newborn baby.
Because you need the jams.
Yeah. And I left them at his house, and someone stole them.
And you're still worked up
Oh,
over
I'm
it.
so salty. I randomly think about that, and I'm like, bitch.
That's how. That's how I
It
feel
was a
about my
family member
yearbooks.
of his at the time. I won't name a name, but you can probably draw a conclusion.
I will draw one.
Yeah, so I don't
get
have
it.
very many of my like high school day, and it makes me sad.
Yeah. Yeah,
all the
because
time.
Allie will dig those out because I've still got mine. She'll
know.
dig them out every now and then, and we have to
I
dig out
know.
a device to play it on
Yeah.
because
Kids will never know
they won't know the struggle.
the Walkman era.
Yeah.
That was the
And my favorite
Sorry.
is the meme that's like kids and texting, like it's dangerous texting, and you didn't see me in the whatever year, like driving with your knee and flipping through the
your
CDs and switching them out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Chelsea would like, I'd go, when Chelsea lived at the lake, I'd go up there for a Friday night, like stay the night. And I'd be like, I'm coming early because we got to burn a CD for the night.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss those days.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, so I don't have any of those, but
I am stuck in I am Johnny Lawrence, but female. Like he's like stuck in the 80s,
80s.
like hair metal. And I'm like, Ramsey mouths me because he's like,
You're
you listen to
stuck
the
in the
same
90s.
6 songs all the time.
I mean, I enjoy a trip down memory lane every now and then.
I just stay in memory lane because music today is shit.
I'm going to disagree.
I
do love not all of it. Some of it, it's like Allie will be like, did you listen to whatever she says? 784? And I'm like, who is that? I don't know who that is. That was made up. But like
I'm
some
like,
rapper.
who is that?
I don't know. And I'm always like, I don't know.
yeah.
Even Carter will be
The
like, it's
rap
so and so.
music-
And I'm like, I don't know who that
The
is.
rap music is trash.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to the rap music of like today.
I don't like many today songs. They don't do anything for me.
I like some. I don't like all.
It's the oldies for me now.
It's the oldies for me.
Yeah,
I
being
mean,
the 90s.
I was like an emo kid
I mean, so was I.
before.
Actually, they didn't call them emo. They called them goth.
Well, when I was in school, it was like punk into emo, and then it became called like scene. I remember the first time I felt old was when I was already doing hair, and a girl came in and was like, "I want a scene haircut," and I was like, "A do what haircut?"
I do what? Do what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like in school, I was like borderline goth. Like I didn't wear all black.
You looked like a witch.
It was the necklaces and the
blonde hair.
piercings and the blonde hair and the fact that my skin was this color.
Pale,
Pale,
translucent.
Yeah. And
Yeah. I mean, I
listened
wore-
to
Yeah.
stoner goth music.
I mean, so did I. Different music, but
Yeah.
like,
and like I still listen to that because it transports
I know.
me back
I mean,
to,
I do too. Like,
I don't. Some of those songs, though, I'm like, I can't hear them anymore because it transports me to a time that I don't want to relive.
well, I don't have that, but
yeah,
yeah. Like I was into like My Chemical Romance, Coheed, Death
feel
Cab,
like that was Tiff.
Thursday.
yeah. Tiff was into all that and like All American Rejects, and I was like,
I didn't love All American Rejects, but I did like some of their stuff.
yeah, I'm
but
like, check this band out. It's called The Doors.
I listened to the Doors. I went through a phase where I listened to like the White Stripes, the Vines, the Strokes, like wannabe like 70s.
Yeah, no,
Poppy
I'm
bands.
still Led Zeppelin. Like, what does he say? What does Joe Dirt say when he's on the radio show and he's like
I don't know.
naming all the
80s bands.
Yeah, that's me.
I didn't love all of that. Like my parents made me listen to a lot of that. Like I can remember us driving and them being like, "I'm going to put Prince on," and me and my brother being like, "Frick.
That is
Please, no."
please, no more Prince.
But I do like a lot of 80s music.
Yeah, that is one thing that I haven't failed my children with.
Well,
Like, I gave you anxiety, but
I also gave you good taste in music and movies.
Yep.
Sometimes Carter gets it. Sometimes he's a disappointment in that department. And I'll be like, please watch this with me. And he's like, that sucks. And I'm like,
Allie.
Crosby will be my one. Like, as much as she's a butt.
No, see, mine are opposite. Allie's down for the music, the movies. Greer is like, we put on Fern Gully. And she was like, what is this trash?
What is this garbage?
I was like, what is
Cole
wrong
and
with
Carter are very, like, they're like, let's watch Star Wars and listen to frickin', I don't know who Cole listens to. Dumb.
Five Finger Death Punch?
Yeah, no. I
Yeah,
don't
me and
listen to
Cole
that.
have similar
You do.
music
Well,
interest.
kind of. Sometimes he listens to a lot of crap you don't like.
Yeah,
But,
like country.
but Crosby will come in, like my poor little 3-year-old daughter, and she's like, I want to watch Scream. And I'm like, game. And we have a Scream
let's
marathon.
do it.
And yeah, she is really like dipping her toes into like being a Swiftie though. I was on the phone with you yesterday and she was like, oh, my favorite thing, this is how you know you have kids growing up in like the digital age. Like she's used to Alexa. So she will, when she wants to listen to Taylor Swift, she'll just be like, play What Would You, or what's that song? Look What You Made Me Do by Taylor Swift. And I'm like,
That is one of my
this
favorite
is not
Taylor
Alexa.
Swift songs.
There's no Alexa.
Alexa's not here.
Yeah, and she'll be like, play that song by Taylor Swift. And I'm like, that's not
she
how life
also
works.
used to go to the door for breakfast for DoorDash.
She
Like,
still does that.
like,
She did
open
when she
the door
yeah.
and like, where's my food?
Where's my food? It's not here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But she loves Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
She loves Scream. What else does she like that's really weird for her? She loves Harry Potter. She has a Hermione costume.
Yeah.
Pajamas. She takes her wand.
I mean,
and-
my kids, I think they both know if they say they don't like Harry Potter, whether they actually do or don't, they know they're not allowed
You're
to say
kicked
it.
out.
Or I'll be like,
Get
you
out.
are put up for adoption
Yeah.
today.
Carter doesn't love it. He tolerates it. I know. I'm working on him, but he's never. He always went to. He likes Star Wars,
Yeah.
and
I feel like you're either Star Wars or Harry Potter.
yeah, Cole's both.
Yeah.
But Cole
True.
is just a closet nerd. Nerd alert.
Nerd alert.
He really is.
Yes.
With all things, he tries to be like super cool, but deep down, he's like, God, I wish I was reading Harry Potter, which he just did.
I know that struggle.
I know. Anyways, whoa, that was a whirlwind of a combo.
Woo.
I don't know where we were going with any of that.
I don't either.
Oh, you want to know what else we fight about?
You and Cole?
No,
Me and you? Oh, what?
When it comes to music,
What?
Metallica.
Oh. Just don't even talk about it.
We are Chris and Lorelai, where he's like, Metallica rules, and what's the other band?
I don't know.
Oh, fart. That was a fail.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
No, Metallica is always Metallica.
No. How can you like Metallica and hate Nickelback?
Oh my God.
They sound the same.
Oh, no, they don't.
They do.
If you ever
Fight me.
if you ever want to torture me, it's either country music or Nickelback.
No.
And you know, there's the people that are like, everyone actually really likes
Yeah,
Nickelback.
you either love Nickelback or you're a liar.
No.
That is a hill I will die on. How do you hate Nickelback? What
'Cause
is
they
wrong?
suck.
Why? What about them sucks? The dude sounds just like the dude from Metallica.
No, he doesn't.
Like, you can't even understand half of what anybody says.
I know exactly what Metallica's
Well, I know
saying.
exactly
I
what-
don't know what
I know
Nickelback's
exactly what
saying
Nickel-
because as soon as it's playing, I'm like, nope.
They said, never made it as a wise man. I don't understand.
Oh my God,
Me and
no.
Cole are like, Nickelback is good. I love Nickelback.
Nickelback is trash. Metallica's where it's at. I love Metallica.
I hate Metallica.
I would,
But I love me some Nickelback.
I hate Nickelback so bad.
Ooh,
Yeah, no,
Okay, but they do sound similar.
no. I'll have to do some research on that
I'm
because
gonna
I've
play
never.
you a Nickelback song, like one of their like ones, and then compare. It's the same like grumble voice. It's like the same like 4 chords over and over.
I'm pretty
like,
sure it's like whinier.
No.
And, yeah.
You say that about everybody. Like Morgan Wallen, he just
Whine.
sounds like he's whining.
It's whining
No, he
and
doesn't.
it's like he's fake accenting.
I don't have a clue what that means. Every time you say it, I'm like, I don't know where you get it. I don't understand
like
where
if
you're
I
like.
were in a movie and
to
I
put this
were
down.
pretending to have a country accent wang, that's how he sings.
I do not
like,
think that at all.
repulse.
I love Morgan Wallen.
I don't at all.
Love him. Love him. My goal is to go to Nashville and just see him in the wild. Not really. It's not a goal, but it's up there. It's a bucket list item.
That's not a not for me.
That was one of the only things that would make Crosby shut up when she was a baby.
I do remember that.
Was Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
Like we played.
Probably because she was like, what the hell is this?
Probably because she was like, oh, his voice is so soothing. So soothing.
No.
I love him. And all his songs.
I know. There's a lot of people that do.
Obviously.
Not me.
Well.
But I don't really
minority.
like any country music unless it's 90s country. I do like 90s country. Like,
I love 90s country. I mean,
because like really in the late 80s, early 90s, I didn't know like other music existed.
except country.
Yeah.
I feel that way too.
Because
like,
that's what
the
like,
only
my mom
music I
listened
thought
to.
existed when I was a kid was like Garth Brooks. My dad just, it was on repeat all the time. And do you remember, I don't know if you did, but like when I was a kid, Garth Brooks, like I think it was every year, did like a big televised concert, which was a big deal in the early 90s. Like that was like a big thing. Like people were like, oh, the Garth Brooks concert is on.
Gotta be home for that because
And
there's
we-
no DVR in it.
No. And we like watched it and I thought it was so awesome.
I don't remember
And then
that.
he went through his Chris Gaines phase, and I'm not
What
sure
was
what was
that?
going on. I don't know.
I like how he just never really talks
No,
about
but yeah,
that.
just
just
right
pretend
under the
that
rug.
didn't happen.
That was weird. And like nobody does.
No. Like what was
And
that?
he legitimately like did it like people wouldn't know. Like
Yeah.
I can remember
Like,
being
hey,
young.
Clark Kent, we know it's you.
Yeah. your glasses don't change
Yeah,
anything.
no.
We can see your whole face.
Oh my god!
Just 'cause you put
that
a wig
was-
on.
I remember
You look like
being
Garth
like,
Brooks.
"What are we doing
is
here?
happening?
Like,
I
what is
know.
Garth Brooks doing?"
I don't know. That was also in the era when like Walmart had like a whole ass CD collection or collection section.
Yes.
And they would have like the big Chris Gaines like ads. Like it wasn't Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I
I'd
know.
love to get someone tell me what happened.
Yeah. What was he doing? Was that
Having a midlife crisis.
Yeah,
For
I agree.
sure. 100% having a midlife crisis.
Which I understand.
I
I mean, is
mean-
it any different than what Britney Spears like?
Poor Britney. I am a Britney Spears fan through and through. That is my like. I can remember being a child, a kid, and like, well, it was usually Ashley Pettit that introduced me to all
Yes.
music that I listened to. But I mean, me and Chelsea listened to Britney. So yeah, it makes me sad that she's literal like a crazy person.
Yeah. Well,
But I want to know, I want to know what happened.
child star. It's back to the child stars.
I
They
mean, I
always
know,
have it,
but like, how do you go from like? I mean, you would. It is child stars, I guess. It's just sad
It
because
is.
she was like so pretty and so talented. Not that she's not pretty now, but like, she looks a little rough. She's had a rough go.
Yeah, and her mental state is a little rough as well.
I know. Speaking of child, have you seen Amanda Bynes and her crazy TikToks?
No.
I watched one this
I'm
morning.
too old for TikTok. I'm just kidding. I'm
You are
trying.
not.
I'm trying to do the
That's how I feel about
TikToks, but-
Snapchat. We're both too old for Snapchat, but y'all do it.
Yeah.
Poor Amanda Bynes.
What's wrong with her?
She's a Fruit Loop. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel for her because something happened that must have been very traumatic. But she announced on TikTok this morning that she's going to take her manicurist, like, state test. She's going to do nails.
Oh,
Let's hire her.
Yes.
Scoot over, Brandy. Amanda Bynes is coming in.
It's the Amanda show.
Oh God. Yeah, but she's like off the
Off the rails.
rocker.
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
bad. So bad. It's crazy.
Yeah,
And she has a heart tattoo on her face.
Oh.
And she's bleach blonde. But
I
not
have
in a good
not-
way.
Like she needs a toner.
Yeah. It's rough.
Well, maybe if
weird.
she's been in nail school, she got into the...
She's got some hair friends
they're
now.
like, let's bleach it. You know how hair school is.
We're at 50 minutes.
Oh, my God. Well,
You know who did get it together, though?
Macaulay Culkin.
Him, too.
Yeah.
That's not how I was going to
So
say,
proud
but
of
I
him.
love him.
I know.
And I love, who's that girl he's married to?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't even
Brenda
know. he was
Song.
married.
And they have a baby or two or something.
Okay, yeah, no, I
Because
did
she
know
was
that.
at his Hollywood star.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm so glad he pulled
Who got it together?
Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, yeah. Love her.
That movie you sent me.
Yes.
What was it?
I don't remember. Something about Luck of the Irish type movie.
I want to go
Yes.
see that.
Me
she
too.
looked so good in that
I know, I
movie.
love
She
her.
looked back to her normal self.
I will love her forever.
I know. I love her too.
Yep.
She got a lot of hate also.
She did.
But
People are just
people are mean.
like, you've not ever had a midlife crisis.
Yeah. Well,
like, you've
and
not
like
ever
it's
had
like
a
they have a
moment where you
midlife
just
crisis.
shaved your head.
And everybody hates on them. You're
Can you
Taylor Swift on top
yeah.
of the world, and
Yeah.
everybody hates on. Like
Everyone's watching you
you all
blow your
just-
nose and commenting about it.
that was so. That was
that
funny.
was a funny
I feel like we
TikTok.
could hang out with her and have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
She seems super normal too,
Yeah.
even
She
though
does.
she's like larger
Wearing
than
like
life.
billion-dollar jewelry. And I'm like, I got this necklace at Target.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did get these necklaces at
Yeah.
Target or Etsy.
Sit
It's
still.
tucked in my shirt. I forget
All
every
right.
time.
Well,
Well,
that's fun.
that was fun. That took a.
I
I don't know.
always do.
That we're just not even gonna stay on track anymore.
No.
There's no tracks.
The tracks are there. They fell
Yeah.
down. We're just cruising along,
Yep.
doing
Well-
things. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye.